Have you ever felt a tremor in the fabric of reality? A subtle shift that signals the world you know is about to transform, not by inches, but by light years? That tremor is here. We stand at the precipice of an entirely new epoch in human history, a time when our relationship with technology is poised for its most profound evolution yet. Forget everything you thought you knew about interacting with the digital world. A new dawn is breaking, and it's powered by an intelligence so vast, so intuitive, it promises to reshape our very existence. The whispers have become a roar. The era of truly intelligent, seamlessly integrated AI hardware is not just coming, it's knocking at our door, and it demands we pay attention. Are you ready to answer? The catalyst, more than just news. You might have heard the headlines. OpenAI, the crucible of modern artificial intelligence, joining forces with Jony Ive, the legendary design mind that sculpted the aesthetic of a generation with Apple. A multi-billion-dollar venture. But let me be clear, this isn't just another tech acquisition. This isn't just about a new gadget. This is a statement of intent, a declaration that the cumbersome, screen-dependent, app-centric way we've been wrestling with technology is about to become a relic of the past. This is the signal that the future of ambient, intuitive, truly personal AI is taking physical form. Think about that. The creative force that defined how you felt about technology now partnered with the intelligence that is redefining what technology can do. The implications are staggering. Hold on a second. Before we rocket into this brave new world, let's be honest. Doesn't it sometimes feel like we're communicating with genius through a tin can and string? Chuckles lightly. You have this incredible, almost magical intelligence in the cloud, ready to assist, create, and calculate. Yet to access it, what do? We hunch over keyboards, tap frantically on glass, navigate a labyrinth of menus and logins. It's like trying to conduct a symphony with a single, slightly out-of-tune kazoo. The power is there, but the interface, it's a bottleneck. It's a frustration. It's a barrier between our intent and true, seamless execution. Jony Ive himself has alluded to this, the feeling that our current tools, despite their power, are still decades old in their fundamental approach to interaction. The vision, beyond the screen. Now imagine a different way. Imagine technology that doesn't demand your constant focused attention on a glowing rectangle. Picture an intelligence that understands your context, anticipates your needs, and assists you with an almost invisible grace. This isn't about a smarter phone or a more powerful laptop as we know them. No, this is about a paradigm shift. We're talking about devices, or perhaps even an ecosystem of them, designed from the ground up for artificial intelligence. Devices that might not even have a traditional screen. Devices that integrate so seamlessly into your environment, into your workflow, into your life, that they feel less like tools and more like extensions of your own mind. An ever-present collaborator, ready to help you learn faster, create more boldly, and navigate the complexities of the modern world with newfound clarity and power. But here's the crucial part, the part that should send a jolt of urgency through every one of us. This future isn't going to politely wait for us to catch up. The pace of technological advancement is no longer linear, it's exponential. Skills that were cutting edge yesterday are commonplace today and may be obsolete tomorrow. To ignore this wave, to believe that the old ways will suffice, is to risk being left behind in a world that speaks a language you no longer understand. The fear of missing out is real, but even more profound should be the fear of not realizing your own potential because you clung to the familiar when the extraordinary beckoned. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about a clear-eyed assessment of a rapidly changing landscape. The time to become an adopter, a learner, an explorer in this new territory is now.
The promise of AI-native hardware, creativity, and productivity. So what could this new generation of AI hardware truly unlock for you, for me, for all of us? Let's talk about creativity. Imagine an architect sketching ideas, and the AI companion instantly rendering 3D models, suggesting materials, even running structural analyses in real time, all through natural conversation or gesture. Think of a musician humming a melody and the AI orchestrating it into a full symphony, offering variations, exploring genres. What about productivity? Picture a world where your AI assistant doesn't just manage your calendar, but proactively handles routine communications, summarizes hours of meetings into actionable insights, and prepares you for your next big presentation by pulling relevant data you didn't even know you needed. This isn't science fiction. This is the tangible promise of dedicated AI hardware to remove friction and amplify human capability. Seamless transitions and the human element. The beauty of this vision, the thread that connects all these possibilities, is the emphasis on a more human way of interacting with technology. For too long, we've had to adapt ourselves to the machine, learning its languages, its protocols, its limitations. The new paradigm flips that script. Technology will adapt to us. It will understand our nuances, our intentions, even our unspoken needs. Jony Ive's involvement is key here. His genius has always been in making technology feel intuitive, personal, and beautiful. Now, couple that with OpenAI's deep understanding of language, context, and reasoning. The result? Technology that feels less like an obligation and more like a deeply attuned partner. This isn't about replacing human connection or intuition, it's about augmenting it, freeing us from drudgery to focus on what truly matters. A moment of awe. Pause for a moment. Seriously, close your eyes if you need to. Can you truly visualize it? A world where the immense power of AI isn't trapped behind a screen, but is woven into the fabric of your environment. Where accessing knowledge, creating art, solving complex problems happens as naturally as thinking, as speaking. It's a breathtaking thought, isn't it? Almost like stepping out of a dimly lit room into the bright sunshine for the first time. What would you do with that kind of capability at your fingertips every single moment? Addressing the underlying fear, subtly, and reframing. Now, some will inevitably feel a flicker of apprehension. Will this technology be too powerful? What about privacy? Will it make us lazy? These are valid questions, questions that the brightest minds, including those at OpenAI and Ive's new venture, are undoubtedly wrestling with. But let me offer a perspective. Every transformative technology in history, from the printing press to the internet, has brought with it a spectrum of challenges and opportunities. The key is not to shrink from the challenge, but to engage with it, to shape its development responsibly, and to focus on its potential to elevate humanity. This isn't about a dystopian future where machines control us. It's about a collaborative future where intelligent tools empower us to become our better selves. The urgency of adaptation and learning. This brings us to a critical juncture. The pioneers are already mapping this new world. The tools are being forged. The question for each of us, from 15 to 70, from student to CEO, is how will we prepare? How will we adapt? This isn't just for the tech-savvy elite. The vision, as echoed by leaders like Sam Altman, is to democratize these capabilities, to make them accessible to everyone. But accessibility alone isn't enough. We need a mindset of continuous learning, of curiosity, of willingness to embrace new ways of working and interacting. The most valuable skill in the coming decade will be the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. To see AI not as a threat, but as the most powerful tool yet devised for augmenting human potential.
A glimpse of the how beyond apps and screens. While specifics of these new devices remain under wraps, the philosophy is clear. Move beyond the limitations of current form factors. We're not just talking about adding AI to existing interfaces. We're talking about crafting entirely new experiences. Perhaps it's an ambient device that listens and responds contextually without needing to be explicitly woken up or navigated through apps. Maybe it's a suite of interconnected tools that understand your projects and proactively offer assistance. The goal, as Jony Ive and Sam Altman have articulated, is something that feels natural, almost invisible, yet profoundly powerful. Something that frees you from the tyranny of the screen and allows you to be more present, more engaged with the world around you, while still benefiting from the immense power of AI.
The Apple factor recontextualized. Much will be said about how this challenges established giants like Apple. And yes, the ripples are already being felt. Apple, a company Jony Ive helped build into a titan, now faces a new kind of evolutionary pressure, ironically from one of its own architects. But this narrative, while compelling, is bigger than any single company. It's about the natural progression of innovation. The smartphone didn't just improve the flip phone, it created entirely new behaviors, industries, and possibilities. Likewise, these AI-native devices aren't just aiming to be better iPhones. They're aiming to be something else entirely, something that could redefine personal technology for the next generation. The crown is not just being contested, the very nature of the throne is changing. The personal revolution. We've explored the vision, the potential, the sheer audacity of this moment. We've touched on the urgency and the incredible opportunity it presents for each of us to become more creative, more productive, more capable. But this isn't just about grand societal shifts or the strategies of tech titans. This is about your personal revolution. This is about how you will harness this power. The tools are emerging, designed to feel like nothing we've used before. But how will we, the users, the dreamers, the builders of tomorrow, adapt our thinking to make the most of them? What happens when the friction between idea and execution practically vanishes? What will you create? What problems will you solve? Embrace the future. The future is not a passive destination we arrive at, it is a reality we actively create. The launch of AI-native hardware by visionaries like Jony Ive and Sam Altman is more than a product release. It's an invitation to step into a new era of human-computer interaction, to embrace the power of AI not with fear, but with informed excitement and a proactive spirit. Start learning now. Stay curious, ask questions, explore the AI tools already available, and imagine how they could be 100 times more intuitive, more integrated. Don't wait to be told how this new technology will fit into your life. Start envisioning how you will fit it into your aspirations, your goals, your unique potential. This journey is just beginning. The devices we are anticipating are merely the first step. What follows will be an explosion of innovation, a Cambrian moment for technology built upon this foundation of seamless, intelligent hardware. The world of tomorrow will be shaped by those who understand and embrace this shift today. The question is no longer if this change is coming, but how profoundly it will transform our world, and more importantly, how you will be a part of it. The next few years will be unlike anything we have ever witnessed. Are you ready to not just see the future, but to help build it? The stage is set. The revolution is here.